Good evening, good evening, good evening. And thank you so much for joining us for this evening's Innovate Her Live. We're chatting with Miss Lauren Conaway, the founder of InnovateHER KC, about all sorts of cool things this evening. In case you're wondering, this is not the voice of God. This is Cynthia Fails, the InnovateHER KC's director of programming. You can't see me because we want to focus in on the lady with all the answers right now. And Lauren's a little bit upset about it, but we're going to keep rocking with it anyway.
Also, I mean, how much of a difference is there between Cynthia Fails and Voice of God? I feel like maybe that much.
I think there's quite a bit. I don't know. So we have some folks that are checking in already.
All right.
Tracy, thanks so much for joining us. We're excited to share more about how IHKC is growing. And Nadia has also checked in and said, hey.
Hey, Nadia.
All right. Those of you that are checking us out on the live, make sure that you drop those questions in the chat so that we can answer them as we go. Lauren, are you ready?
I'm so ready to go, but you are so good at this. I just love you so much. All right, I'm sorry. Go. I'm here.
Oh my goodness. Before we jump in, Max said Cynthia can narrate my life. Let me know, Max. I'm ready.
That's what I'm saying.
Awesome. Jessica has checked in as well. She said, so happy to see you.
I'm happy to, not see all of you, but I'm happy that you're here.
Yeah, you can be seen. It's good to be seen, right?
All right.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So, Lauren, tell us a little bit about why we're here this evening.
We are here because some of you may have noticed, and many of you have probably heard, that we have some really, really exciting things coming down the pipeline for InnovateHER. And we wanted to make sure that we involve our members in the community in what we're doing. We're really excited about it, and we want you to be excited about it too. So we wanted to give everyone the opportunity to learn about what we're up to, ask questions, and just explore with us, because really, you're a piece of this too. And we want to get that buy-in.
Okay. So they're a piece of this. What is the this? This is a big this that we're talking about.
Oh, it is a big this. First and foremost, some of you may have noted that InnovateHER recently passed 5,000 members. I know, it's so exciting. That's a big milestone for us, and we're really, really excited about it. We're going to be releasing some fun content related to it here pretty soon. But as we have grown with InnovateHER, we have often had to ask ourselves, how can we serve our members better? How can we become a stronger organization? How can we become more sustainable? I think that, and Cynthia, back me up here, but I think that as members of our leadership team, we have a little bit of insight into the kind of impact that InnovateHER has. And we're very proud. We have a lot of impact within our community, but we can always do better and be better. So to that end, one of the conversations that we have had is paid memberships. InnovateHER, for those of you who don't know, we have 5 foundational ethics. I believe in all 5 of them. InnovateHER believes in all 5 of them, but there are 2 that I hold very, very near and dear to my heart. And they are the 2 ethics that I use to make every single decision that I make on behalf of InnovateHER KC, and they are the 2 things that I ask our leadership team to ask themselves when they're making decisions about IHKC. And those 2 values are inclusion and low barrier to entry. And so low barrier to entry to us means how can we remove as many barriers as possible so that as many women and marginalized leaders can access the support, the resources, the help, the championship that InnovateHER provides. And cost is one of those barriers. It's one of the things that we talk about most frequently. In fact, geography is a barrier, time's a barrier, but money is a huge one. So when we've been having these conversations around paid memberships, we have had to balance, how do we stay true to our ideals? How do we stay true to our mission while still creating a sustainable model for InnovateHER to grow and to scale and to serve better? So we'll be talking about that, but we're here to discuss paid memberships, what that means for our current members, what that means for individuals who might want to join InnovateHER KC, and some of the cool things that we have coming about as a result is additive services and things that we're offering our members for the paid membership plans. So that's why we're here.
All right. You got a lot of folks that are celebrating that we've made it to 5,000 members.
5,000. And you know what? Here's the thing, folks. Thank you. We wouldn't be where we are without you. And I am so honored to be able to steward this community. But the fact remains, it's not my community, it's your community. You are the only reason that we made it to 5,000. You are the only reason that we continue to grow as fast as we do. And so all the thanks in the world and all the love in the world for all of you.
No doubt, word of mouth is helping this spread.
Yeah, actually, we don't recruit.
Yeah.
Our efforts thus far have been all organic.
Yeah. And that speaks volumes to me, because that means that people are seeing the value
That's
in
right.
InnovateHER KC.
You share and you engage with what you value.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about what would be included within the membership of IHKC.
Well, so first things first, I want to mention, speaking to that low barrier to entry piece, one of our priorities was to keep pricing low for our paid membership. So we're actually offering 2 membership plans. We have a $10 a month plan, and then we have a $20 a month plan. And then if you purchase your plan on an annual basis, you get a discount. I think you get a month free. And so we're really trying to pack a lot of value into what we consider to be a very affordable couple of packages. But our $10 a month plan and our $20 a month plan, they both include something that I am super, super excited to roll out. One of the things when we were talking about things that we could include in leadership or in the paid membership plans, one of the things that we continually talked about was I wanted what we had on offer to be additive. We have made a commitment to our community that our access to our virtual community that lives on Facebook will always be free. Access to our happy hours and coffees will always be free. There are things that we will always offer free programming,
Mm-hmm.
but the paid piece, and one of the things that I'm most excited to introduce is something that we're calling the IHKC database. And it's taken a while to build this, and there have been several different iterations. But one of the really, really cool things about what we do with InnovateHER is we have sort of a bird's eye view as to what our members are asking for and what they need. And that would be our virtual community. It is an organic listening device by which we can hear what our members have to say and what they're looking for. And one of the things that we see most often in the virtual community is asks for assistance, asks for expertise. And so we're kind of at the mercy of the Facebook algorithm, right? When a member comes in and says, "Hey, I'm looking for an accountant," or "I'm looking for nonprofit board members for my youth nonprofit," or "I'm looking for," I don't know, Cynthia, what are some other things that people ask about all the time?
Oh my goodness.
Videography help, SEO. I'm looking for
social media management.
Social media assistance. You know, we see some of these questions time and time again. And what happens is the answers that you see to these questions, even though they've been asked multiple times in the group, they always change, because we're subject to this Facebook algorithm. It depends on who sees it, who knows somebody that they can refer, and who feels like answering the question. And so one of the big things that we wanted to create was a mechanism that would standardize our members' information. So that way we don't have to depend on Lauren's mental Rolodex or Cynthia being online when the question gets posted. The IHKC database we're calling it an opportunity pipeline or opportunity network, because what we're doing is we're capturing our members' information and we're asking them, hey, what are you good at? What are you an expert in? What are you interested in? And then most importantly, and this is the piece that I just love, 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 we're asking, what opportunities are you interested in? So we have questions that we're able to ask our members, are you interested in running for office? Are you interested in appearing in media? If a reporter is looking for a source, are you interested in appearing on the news? Are you interested in serving on a nonprofit board? Are you interested in doing all of these things, all of these opportunities that we see within the group time and time again? But we're asking that publicly and blatantly. And we're saying, raise your hand. And so that way, the next time an individual comes in and says, I'm looking for X, we can provide that information in a standardized way to our members. But then the really cool piece of the puzzle is we get to, if you opt in, disclaimer, we get to provide that information to entities that are looking for that. So, if somebody says, I'm interested in running for being appointed to office, we can provide that information to She Should Run or the Appointments Project or the city of KC Mo. And we can say, hey, here are 60 women who have raised their hand and they are ready. Take their hand, help them. So we're really, really excited about that because it helps us capture better information about our members. It helps us make better referrals. And then it helps us showcase our members and put them in the path of the kinds of opportunities that they're looking for. I'm so excited. I don't know if you can tell.
That opportunity pipeline is going to be amazing.
I can't wait.
I've previewed it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's real pretty.
Yeah.
And I want to give a huge shout out to Charlotte Clark. She actually, oh my gosh. So Charlotte is on our leadership team. She is our technical lead. I don't really know. Charlotte, if you're watching and you can tell us in the comments what your title is, I got to tell you, I don't really know what it is, but we can make up something super cool for you. But Charlotte has done an amazing job helping us build out this really beautiful interface. And so I'm really, really looking forward I can't wait for people to see it and avail themselves of it.
I got to tell you can't see the comments, but I can see them. Jessica said, amazing. Tracy said, creating opportunities and connections.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely.
That's exactly right.
And Melanie said, this sounds great.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was hoping people would say that.
We're striking a nerve.
Yeah.
Those of you, again, if you're watching live right now, instead of on the replay, drop those questions in the comments section because we want to make sure that we answer any questions that you have about what this paid membership for IHKC looks like.
Yeah.
Lauren, what else can you tell us about?
Well,
what's coming?
The access to the Connect/Her database is on both of our paid membership plans. We do actually have something cool that we're rolling out. This is available at our $20 a month plan. But one of the things that we consistently see, one of the questions that we consistently see within the group is people looking for mentors. I just talked to a member today. And it was Taylor Brown of Bliss & Co. She presented at 1 Million Cups. And I don't know if you've ever been to 1 Million Cups, but one of the questions that they always ask is, how can we help you? What are you looking for? And Taylor's answer was, I'm looking for a mentor. Taylor needs someone to hold her hand, to raise her up, to champion her, to direct her, give her advice, be a sounding board. And so many of our members are the same. And not just our small business owners and entrepreneurs, but our community advocates, our activists, our educators. I don't think there's anybody out there who couldn't benefit from a mentor. I'm lucky to have many in my life. Cynthia, do you have a lot of mentors?
So many that I can't even count.
Right? And it's been transformational for you on your journey, I'm sure, right?
100%.
That's how it goes. Mentorship is crucial. It's important. So we're launching a mentorship program. And when we were thinking about how we wanted to implement this, we decided we didn't want to be too prescriptive. Here's the thing. A mentor-mentee relationship, a lot of it is based on chemistry. You can't buy that. You can't manufacture it. there are people that you're going to meet that are automatically going to speak to you, and there are people that you meet that you're going to like fine, but they're not. And that's okay. So what we wanted to create was we wanted to create collision points and opportunities for people who have, again, raised their hand and said, I'm interested in being a mentor, or I'm interested in being a mentee or a protege. We wanted to create opportunities for these people to connect and hopefully spark off a really, really productive, healthy mentor-mentee relationship. And so with the IHKC mentorship program, what we're doing is we have created a series of events that we call Mentor Mingles, where we will be introducing our potential mentors, introducing our potential mentees. We have, through the InnovateHER database, we will have captured their information and said, hey, if you are in manufacturing and you're looking for help in, I don't know, tax and export and excise and things like that, here's a mentor who has that in their bucket. So we can provide information, we can provide a clear conduit to connection for these individuals. Our mentorship lead would be Katie Alsip. She's been a longtime member of our leadership team. She has done an amazing job of coming up with mentorship relationship best practices that we'll be sharing out with our mentors and our mentees. How do you best create a fulfilling relationship? And she's just done an amazing job putting this together. And so we can't wait to roll it out. Again, what did our members ask for? They asked for mentorship. Well, we're going to figure out a way to get it to you.
Awesome. Nadia said, I could listen to you two all day.
Oh my gosh. Well, that is very sweet. And I kind of wish you were here. Kelsey just arrived, and I'm like really tempted to be like, hey, come and sit on the couch with me, because I feel real weird.
You know what? But you want to plop over there?
You want to come sit next?
No pressure. No pressure, Kelsey.
So Kelsey is our communications manager. She does an amazing job. But just come and chat.
There we go. There she is.
I feel like I'm in the hot seat. I'm like, this is so odd.
I'm glad I did my
you look so cute. You always look cute though.
So Kelsey, I'm going to put you in the hot seat now that you're here.
Bring it.
We're talking InnovateHER KC and all things connectivity and impact and inclusivity. What is the top thing that you appreciate about InnovateHER KC or the community? No pressure. I know there's a lot that you could choose from. No, don't feed her. Don't feed her. Say it well enough. We can get some tissues.
I would say it's the connections. Like, I've gotten just freelance opportunities from folks that have asked questions in the group. Like, Lauren's a great connector, advocate. Like, she's supported me in my personal goals, my career goals.
InnovateHER supported.
InnovateHER has supported me. Like, it's a great community just to be a part of. Like, you can find encouragement whenever you need it. Like, especially in the group during the early 8 a.m.
Yeah, can we knock off the 8:30? Neither Kelsey nor I are morning people, so anytime one of our monthly meetups, like early ones, comes along, we're just like, ugh.
But the early coffee chats, it's just a great way to build friendships and connections and just learn about what other women in the community are doing. And it's a great way to kind of learn how to get involved, and find mentors, and so I would say it's definitely the connections. I've built so many great relationships that I value and cherish, and it's all because of this group.
That's so awesome.
I love you so much.
So awesome. We almost got tears. Did you see it?
I know it did. They started to well up, and then I was like,
some kind of way siphoned them back up into her eye ducts. I don't know how that works.
Sucked them back in. That's what happens when you cry a lot at the drop of a hat. You're just like, I've learned mastery of my tear ducts.
She can control them, apparently.
That's right.
Awesome. We could not have set up your answer any better as a follow-up to what we've been talking about, right? We've been talking about making sure that, or I don't want to say making sure that, but just honoring the connections that we're making and being intentional about creating those types of connections. And that's what InnovateHER KC does really well.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a perfect
Thanks.
answer. It was like
I
we
know.
fed her the question ahead of time. This was all impromptu, people. I promise you, she wasn't spoon-fed that question in advance. But this is exactly what Lauren was talking about with the mentorship piece that's about to be rolled out. And
Yeah.
that's with the $10 a month or the $20 a month?
So that's the $20 a month plan. We had to find a differentiator at some point. We wanted to create multiple access points. And I mean, honestly, you know, if you sign up for the $10 a month plan and you like it, then hey, maybe you'll think about the $20 a month plan.
Upgrade you.
And I mean, and every time it's a win-win-win. You know, we are trying to offer affordable options, ways for people to grow their networks, more intentionally thrive and get connected to opportunities. But for InnovateHER, you know, when we think about paid memberships, and this was a really, really difficult journey for me to come to, like, and you two and all of our leadership team have seen me kind of grapple with, like, do we charge? Should we charge? Can we charge? We shouldn't charge. No way. And like, you know, this like internal monologue that I have about InnovateHER and what it is and what it stands for. But the fact is, in order for us to do what we need to do and what we are good at doing and what we would like to do really, really, really well, that takes resources.
Absolutely.
And so in all of my, I guess, philosophical thinking about what InnovateHER is and how we make our money, become sustainable, you know, garner resources. When I think about that, I never wanted to put it on our members. But here's the thing. Here's the sneaky thing that happened. And I'm going to be real honest, it pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so dead set against having paid memberships for the longest time. And I've gotten into knockdown, drag out fights about it. There are hills that I will die on, and low barrier to entry is a hill that I will die on for InnovateHER. But what happened was I had many people come to me and say, hey, Lauren, don't be stupid. Number one, you have to make money. Number two, we want to be a part of that journey. And if you do not ask us to help, and if you do not ask us to help you grow this organization, if you don't ask us to contribute, if you don't ask us to be a piece of this, you're doing us a disservice. Mm-hmm. And that was the piece that really got to me. I was like, oh, so you're telling me I'm being a jerk by not, you know, taking that help and asking for those resources. Yeah. And that was kind of what happened. It was shocking to me because I thought I was doing right, but then people were like, no, you're being a dumbass. Stop it.
Where's the dump button? I don't have a
right?
dump button.
And I think too, like the InnovateHER community, the KC community has benefited from InnovateHER in such a way that like we could give back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love that. That's very sweet. But
couple of comments.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Tracy says, "I'll pay whatever it takes to keep this thing alive."
Tracy Hall.
Absolutely.
Tracy Hall is our membership director.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I am so bad at your titles. Like the only thing that I know is that Alea is finance and shit. And that's because it makes me laugh every time.
That's the official title, by the way.
I'm so bad at titles, but Tracy has been just a monumental help in getting this going. I mean, our whole leadership team has just really like banded together. Everybody is doing the things that they are experts in and great at. I mean, watching Cynthia set up for this social media live, it was a thing of beauty, y'all. Except when she dropped the almost dropped the mic. She caught it.
Almost.
She caught it. It was beautiful. She was like a ninja. But just watching our leadership team and Tracy being one of those, you know, talking through what does that membership experience look like? How do our members interact with, you know, our back end, and how do we, you know, get subscribers subscriptions set up so that they're of most benefit. And it's been incredible to watch. So Tracy, thank you. You are incredible. And I love you. And we appreciate your support.
She's reeling them back in right now again, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. I don't know.
I
I don't know how she does it.
You're really good at seeing that. Like, that's totally happening.
You need to teach a class that I will take and make that part of the paid membership. I'll pay just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just
Y'all just want to see me cry?
no.
That feels a little sadistic, guys.
No. We had another comment from Jessica. Is it Dalby? That's my guess. Jessica Dalby
Yeah.
said, pushing the needle further.
Yeah.
IHKC is phenomenal.
I met Jessica.
Did you?
Yeah. I met Jessica through the last, was it happy hour or coffee?
Oh, yeah. It
We
was
alternate every
happy
month.
hour.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I met
Yeah.
Jessica.
She said that. Also, Tracy
Jessica?
said she loves the yellow, by the way.
Isn't that such a good color for her? So Jessica is the one of the producers of, is it the Diggy podcast? Is that I think that's what it's called.
Which is really cool.
Super cool, really, really awesome podcast about like the history and the evolution of hip hop, which I love.
Nice.
But has also become such an amazing innovator, like just the perfect example of someone who is using the community to its best effect to help her and help us and create that sense of community that we need. So Jessica, thank you for that.
So cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Another comment from Tracy. She said, the people, connections, events, and valuable moments that have existed because of this thing are invaluable to me and lots of others. She's really going for the tears.
I know.
right now.
She's like, are y'all? She's like, yeah, I'm trying to make Lauren cry. I honestly feel like sometimes at meetings that you are all doing it on purpose.
No,
You're like,
not
we're
at
just
all.
going to be super nice and say cool things until Lauren just starts sobbing.
We're just speaking from the heart. Lanisha Frazier has tapped in
Yes.
and love to see her. She said, membership, sign me up.
Lanisha, you are, so we actually just saw Bliss Books and Wine.
Mhm.
Oh, by the by, real quick, for those of you watching, Bliss Books and Wine is raising money for their brick and mortar.
Absolutely.
They're doing it through GoFundMe, I believe. And if you actually
Kickstarter.
search
Kickstarter.
GoFundMe, Bliss Books,
It's a
it'll-
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter,
Yeah.
darn it.
Mhm.
See, I knew it. All right. Kickstarter. But
Lanisha.
if you search on Kickstarter for
Lanisha
Bliss
dropped
Books
the
and
link.
Wine. Huh?
I said, Lanisha, drop the link.
Oh, she did. Well, at any rate, they are raising money for their brick and mortar, and check out the link because apparently it has been dropped. But they are, so Lene and Lanisha are doing incredible work to create a cohesive community for readers and people who I think in the Kickstarter description, it was like the introvert who wants to like read. It was something about like the introvert who wants to read with other people.
Right.
And I was just like, that's so much fun. But if you want to talk about community builders and if you want to talk about amazing innovators, the ladies who lead Bliss Books are way up there. Just at our Valentine's Day event on Sunday.
Mhm.
So we had some really good old conversations.
They have a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipe.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah. And listen, they're on board with membership.
Well,
Tracy's on
I mean,
board
if
with
they're on
membership.
board, then everybody needs to be on board because those are two of the smartest women I know.
Kelsey's on board with the membership.
Yeah,
I'm
you're on
on
board.
board with the membership. The folks in the comments are on board with the membership, but we have a question.
Yes. What is it? What is the question?
The question is, what if I can't afford a membership? Do I lose access to the Facebook group? This is a very good question.
Absolutely not. Never, ever, ever, ever. I don't think I can express to you how important low barrier to entry is for me. We never want money to be a reason. I mean, as long as I am breathing, money will not be a reason that someone cannot access the support and the mentorship and the resources and the championship that we provide. So absolutely not. Access to our Facebook group will always be free. I've made a commitment to our members that our monthly happy hours and coffees will always be free. We will always offer forms of free programming for our members. Like I said, the fact that low barrier to entry is so important for us. When we were thinking through this whole thing, it was so crucially important to me and to Innovator that what we offer is additive to what we're already offering. We're walking things back. We are adding to the innovator experience for those who are able to avail themselves of it. Also want to point out that we are baking in mechanisms, and these might roll out, a couple of months in, but we are baking in mechanisms for people to get scholarships and have
All right, y'all, we're having some technical difficulties here. Can't get the visual, but we can get the audio, which is going to look a little weird. But Lauren.
Yes.
One final thought.
One final thought
about the membership.
I am so excited. And I do want to invite anybody who's listening to this now. I want to invite everybody to look at the full list of inclusions. I mean, we've talked about some of the big things, but we are offering more. So please keep an eye out for information. We will be rolling out content. We'll be rolling out information. We want to make sure that our members feel as prepared and as welcomed into this new age of InnovateHER KC as possible. So definitely keep an eye out, but give us your feedback as well. We kind of based what we were looking for and what we were adding on what we saw in the community for sure. But we always invite your thoughts. We build this community together and we make it useful together. And so I just invite all of you to give it a try. Reach out to me if you have questions. Reach out to Kelsey, Cynthia, Tracy, Charlotte, any member of our leadership team. We are here to listen and we are here to make this as beneficial, impactful, and fun as we can for you. And so I think that's my final thought.
Awesome. All right. It would not be alive if you didn't have someone that said to you, make sure that you like, comment, and share this video. So make sure that you share it with somebody who, one, needs to be a part of the InnovateHER KC group that is not yet. And yes, also make sure that you let them know that there is a paid membership that's on the way.
On the way.
It's on the way. Also, any other questions that you have that we might not have had the chance to get to, drop those in the comments. We'll be moderating those for the next week or so. And if something comes up a month down the road and we see it, we'll answer that as well. Lauren, you were going to say something.
You know what? I think I'm just going to say thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Kelsey, for being on the spot and sitting next to me. We were talking at when we were working through technical difficulties about the fact that you have 3 people in a room who hate being in front of cameras, dealing with cameras.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Same.
Oh wait, Nadia asked one very important question.
Yes.
When is the paid membership rolling out?
Hey, look at that. Nadia, we adore you.
Yes,
You're
we do.
So smart. So the paid membership will be rolling out at a very timely time for International Women's History Month, and we are going to be launching. So we'll be launching March 1st. You know what? I do have one more final thought. We're very excited to launch March 1st. I do want to say, this is something that we've talked about around the leadership table quite a bit. We're not going to be perfect. Like we are confident that there are going to be things that we need to work through and kind of figure out. And so I would ask our community, be our beta testers, be our guinea pigs, and we will offer you the most respect and due deference that you deserve as guinea pigs. But give us your feedback. We want to make this really, really, really great with you, not for you, and certainly not at you. Definitely keep an eye out.
That's perfect timing. The camera came right back on as you said that.
I'm really glad I wasn't like picking my nose or something, or like picking Kelsey's.
That's
nose.
fantastic. Yay, video.
Hello.
Awesome. Okay. Lots of great feedback rolling through the comments right now.
Yeah.
People ready to sign up. People excited about the timing and when we're rolling this out. People excited that the video is back. And
very exciting.
yeah, I think again, my ask, and you can't see me.
Yeah, she's hiding.
It's quite purposeful.
I did get some pictures that I'll be posting on our socials later.
All right. But my ask is make sure that you share this with someone. I'm going to say multiple someones because I know right now there are probably 2 or 3 people who come to mind. Share it with multiple someones who can benefit from this. Help us continue to strengthen and grow this community and the Kansas City area as a result. Jessica said anything she can do to contribute, she's open.
You know what? I appreciate that so much. And really, like for the folks playing at home who might not already belong to our community, that's what it's all about. Like we have so many amazing, just badass women doing kick-ass things who just raise their hand and say like, I want to be a part of this. I want to help. It's such a joy. You are all such joys. Thank you.
All right, Kelsey, anything you want to add before we roll out?
She kind of wants to beat me up a little bit.
So I'll piggyback off of you, Cynthia. Please like, share, continue to comment, but also stay engaged. Make sure you're following InnovateHER on all channels and sign up for the newsletter. It's a great community. I'm glad that there's excitement about this and just shows that it's the right thing to do. And
yeah.
So yeah.
It's just a new phase. It's a new stage. Yeah. It's a new opportunity.
There's lots of great things happening in 2022 for
we're gonna do some really cool stuff.
So I think too, like this is just a chance for everyone who wants to be engaged to like be engaged in on what's happening.
Yeah. And I mean for the cost of what, like 2 coffees? Yeah. Like you get access to some really cool stuff.
Absolutely. So we've talked about, my gosh, all of the cool stuff that is already happening with InnovateHER KC, the cool stuff that's coming. You all might not be aware of this yet, but there is actually a feng shui class that's happening in about 20 minutes, maybe 15 now. And it's being led by Miss Shay Geist, also known as Boss Mama.
Boss Mama, that's right. I am actually wearing a shark off bracelet currently.
I love it.
But Shay is our resident impact events manager, and so she's going to be leading a new thing that she's introducing called Practical Magic, where we learn about everyday skills those things that you might not necessarily have learned about in school. I'm after her to do one on how to fold a damn fitted sheet. So that is something that we're going to have on offer. But Shay is an expert in feng shui, or feng shui, as she likes it. Very clever. Yes, very clever. So please join us. We will be hopping on here at, wait, what time is it? 6?
It starts at 6.
6 o'clock.
And Shay has dropped the Eventbrite link in the
Hey.
comments on LinkedIn. I'm not sure if you're following or if you're watching on LinkedIn or Facebook, but hop on over to LinkedIn if you're watching on Facebook so that you can hit that Eventbrite link and join
link.
Shay. I'll be there. Lauren, are you going to be there for that?
I will be there. I will probably be driving, but I will be listening. I will be there.
Don't feng shui while you're driving.
I do feel like my car could probably use a little juice.
Okay, well, pull over to the side of the road.
Okay.
Lene Clayton Robinson says, "Hey family, I'm late to the party, but she's here."
Yay!
And
Lene, we were talking about you.
So is India Wells Carter.
Yay!
And she says, "You're a joy, Lauren."
Oh, India, you make me so happy. Also, for those of you who follow me on social, my profile picture, was taken at Fresh Factory KC, India's endeavor up in the Northland. Amazing selfie studio. So much fun when I went up there. And India actually took that picture. So if you are looking for a fun profile picture, if you're looking for a fun getaway for you and some friends, some girlfriends, we're going to actually have an IHKC leadership outing up there to get our website pictures at some point. But really, we're just going to jack around for a couple hours because it's super fun. So definitely check it out.
All right. Shay has dropped that link to the Eventbrite for the feng shui event that's starting in 15 minutes in the comments on Facebook as well. So you have no excuses, people. Making sure that you get there. Get there. Click that link.
Or be square. Wait, be square? Be there? Be square? Is that what it is?
I don't
Be
know.
there, be square.
I'm pretty sure.
Like
I'm normally the square one. So
Square
I just
too.
assume that it's me that's square. All right. Lots of comments coming in. Lene said Fresh Factory KC is great. So much fun.
Oh my gosh.
I love this whole
fun.
women cheering for women.
Hey.
I know, like
Shout
if there's
out
anybody
everyone.
else that needs to get shouted out,
That's
definitely
what
like
we
drop
do.
your stuff in the please. Like,
That's
this
part
is what
of
it's all about.
Yeah, this is the organic love that comes from InnovateHER KC.
That's right. You know what? I
It's
think
perfect.
that we are all of us, each and every one of us, are really, really great champions for each other.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts?
Oh my God. Like we've done this like 3 times.
I know, but the comments keep coming in. I don't want to leave people out.
Again, so I'm just going to say again, thank you. You make all of this possible. And I'm talking to you, Cynthia. I'm talking to you, Kelsey. I'm talking to all of the IHKC leadership team. But I'm also talking to our members, the community that has supported us, helped us get to that 5,000 member mark, which I'm still like super jazzed about. You make all of this possible, and it's an honor to do it with you.
We feel the same way about you, Lauren.
Gosh, your face.
And with that, y'all, we are out. Thank you so much for joining us, for sharing a little bit of your time with us today on this replay or the live, if you joined us for the live. And we'll see you on the flip side.